Hi, welcome to Go with Yin Yoga. I'm Judy. Today I have a Yin Yoga practice for your backs and hips and the metal element of fall, which is great for releasing sadness and grief. This is also the third in a series on Yoga Sutra 1.33, which is called the Four Locks. So if you hold the key to those four locks, it is said that you can have happiness. You may want to, at the end of this video, we will have links to the first two locks. Go ahead, grab a block, maybe a blanket. I have a pillow because that's what I have available here right now. And anything else that you need to make sure that you are comfortable in your yin practice today. We will be holding poses about 5 minutes per pose, so feel free to come in and out if you need to. If you can hold it for 5 minutes, that's awesome, but also feel free to come out if you really need to. No shame, absolutely no shame. Go ahead and come into an easy seated position. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable for you. And just rock from side to side, trying to find your center. Allow that spine to grow tall, bringing space between your vertebrae. And go ahead and bring your hands to your heart, just coming home to yourself. If it's comfortable for you, go ahead and breathe in and out through your nose. I'd like to share with you a quote. So the third lock, one way to look at the third lock is to delight in virtuous acts and traits. That comes from The Secret Power of Yoga. And I'd also like to share this quote from you. It's not the whole quote, but it's kind of bits and pieces of the quote from the same book. Look at people you admire. What traits make them admirable? Be inspired by those traits. Actually, that's from me. The next part is from The Secret Power of Yoga. Continue just breathing in and out through your nose. Try to find noble qualities in everyone. The more we practice this way of relating to others, the easier it is to recognize their divine qualities and ultimately ours too. Spiritual teachers are everywhere. One of my teachers used to say, everyone is a teacher. If your hearts are conditioned to recognize. So basically saying everyone can be a teacher. Look for the people who inspire you and see what traits inspire you in those people and see if you can bring that into your own life. And go ahead and allow your hands to come off of your heart. Turn to face the short end of your mat or bed. Grab that block and take it about where your bra ends. Basically, we're trying to open up our heart like that. And I'm using a pillow. You could use a folded blanket. Take your arms out into a T. Just breathe deeply. It's a heart-opening pose. like an affirmation to use, I am inspired is a good one. I am inspired by, you fill in the blank. Can you feel your rib cage expanding on your inhale? And then coming back together as you exhale. Opening up that side body. Last couple of breaths here. And go ahead and bend your knees and gently roll over to one side. Remove that block, set it off to the side. If you're using a blanket or a pillow, and move that off to the side as well. And gently come on down to your back. Take your arms out to the sides again. And we're going to relax into our rebound, allowing energy to move freely through your body for about a minute. One last breath here. Go ahead and take your hands down by your side, bend your knees, push into the soles of your feet to lift your hips and bring them over to one side. Doesn't matter which side. Inhale your legs into your chest and then to allow them to fall over to the side. Take the arm that is on the same side as your top leg and bring it around your head. Again, opening up the side body. Supine twist, getting into our hips, but allowing you to breathe deeper and fully. If you find that you have space between your knees, you can always take that block or maybe a rolled up blanket, put them between your knees, just allowing your muscles to relax into your supine twist. Last couple of breaths here. And slowly allow your hand that's over your head to come down by your side. Release your legs. Take your knees to point up towards the ceiling and bring yourself towards the center of your mat. Heel toe your feet out a little wider than your hips and let your knees come to touch if that's possible. Just a little counter pose before we move on to the second side. Last breath here. And then bring your feet back together, knees back together, press into those feet, lift your hips, come over to the opposite side, knees in towards your chest, and allow them to fall over to the opposite side. Inhale, same side arm as your top leg, up and over your head. Be inspired. I am inspired by. Last couple of breaths here. And go ahead and take that hand that's over your head down by your body. Go ahead and bring your knees to point up towards the ceiling. Bring yourself back into the center of your mat. Grabbing any props you need for your Savasana. Sending one leg out to the short end of the mat, then the other. Allow your little feet to fall open and your arms to come slightly away from your body. As I sit up to hold space for you in your Savasana. If you set an intention at the beginning of this practice, now is a great time to focus on that intention again. And the one that I offered to you was the third lock from Yoga Sutra 1.33, to delight in virtuous acts and traits. To look at everyone as your teacher. As you relax into your Shavasana, I'd like to read this quote again from The Secret Power of Yoga about this lock 3. Be inspired. Try to find noble qualities in everyone. The more we practice this way of relating to others, the easier it is to recognize their divine qualities, and ultimately ours too. Spiritual teachers are everywhere if our hearts are conditioned to recognize it. And relax into your Shavasana until you hear me speak again. Feel free to stay in your Savasana for as long as feels right to you today. If you are moving out into the rest of your day, you can keep your eyes closed if they are, and allow your breath to deepen. Feeling the security of the surface below you, from your heels to your hips, to your shoulders and head, feeling safe and secure. Then begin to take any small movements you need to bring yourself back into this moment. Then in your own way and in your own time, meeting me in an easy seated position. Inhale, bring the palms of the hands together in front of your heart center, taking your thumbs to your heart, slightly bowing over your hands, fingers pointing straight up. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be free from pain and suffering. And may you always be inspired. And slowly blink your eyes open, taking in your mat and the rest of the room, allowing your hands to fall into your lap or onto your legs. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have so much gratitude to each and every one of you who show up, who comment on my videos. In a few minutes, and you might want to fast forward, I'm going to share something personal right now. In a few minutes, there'll be some additional practices you could add on to this practice. So this is pretty certainly the last video you will ever see my little buddy with me. We got some real bad news last week. And we made the really difficult decision to put him to sleep. So this practice actually, it's a metal element practice. It is about releasing grief and sadness. I'm not a crier. I've been crying a lot the last few days. And I teared up during this practice. So if you do tear up during a practice, know that it's normal. And if you don't tear up during a practice, know that that's normal as well. So right about now, you should see a few practices that you may want to investigate. One of them is the Metal Element little mini master class. And the others are Lock 1 and Lock 2. Be friendly, be compassionate. If you enjoyed this practice, please go ahead and click the like button. And if you'd like to practice with me again, go ahead and click subscribe and the bell. And know that by the time you see this video, it will be quite a few weeks later. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening.